If you rig Neuro's various robot bodies, wouldn't that make you her rigger dad? I don't know what you're talking about, really. Rigged them? I built the dog, but she only got to pilot that a couple times and never on stream. I sometimes wonder if maybe I should like try and make that happen. The thing is, at this point, it's just like so not like kind of who cares? I don't know, man. Do you get the thing where once you finish something, it's like I don't want to because okay, streaming more Neurodog? Maybe not worth. Thank you, Wolf. Honestly, thank you. Neuro Drone next. Well, it would be Evil Drone. We talked about Evil Drone. The problem with all of these things is that they would be most useful as like con things. And the dog was never going to be a con thing because it's expensive and stealable and also a little bit dangerous. And the same thing is true with the drone. And also the battery is bad. There are all of these considerations. The car was kind of an interesting test run for like it was kind of an interesting test run for like the difficulties of getting her connected because obviously she can't run locally on the device. What she can do is like call in and be sent video and audio, right? And then send back commands. The latency is quite bad. It makes it hard for live interaction. We literally did at one point have to hook up to Starlink for the car because OpenSauce's Wi-Fi was like for some reason completely down. Or just like completely overloaded. I don't even remember what the deal was the first day. But yeah, so to connect to Neuro, we had to like hook it up to freaking Starlink. It was so crazy. But yeah, no, the hardest part of the whole thing is getting it connected in a new location where she can't be running locally on the same network, etc. Yeah, nightmarish. She was funny in the video. Yeah, no, the car went pretty well. But that solved a lot of the worst problems of interaction, right? Her modes of interaction were very limited, and she couldn't actually do any damage to anyone. Were you able to get Starlink? Oh, okay, so it wasn't like we bought Starlink. Someone there had access to Starlink, and we, like, connected to theirs. The car killed a child. It better not come back. I don't think anyone would bring the car back. The car's been... Doesn't the car belong to Krelly now? Did I dream that? I feel like she has the car now. But yeah, she tried to damage you. I mean, she couldn't though. That's the thing. Is like I've talked about this before. It's a dog bed now. Yeah. So, no more car stuff. I had thought about maybe putting her in like a little robot. I think that might be kind of cute and fun, like getting like a toy robot. I'd probably have to rip out all of the electronics and make my own chip and hook up all of the motors and the screen to it. But I feel like a small robot might be cuter. We still could do the humanoid thing. The hard thing is, okay, so I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about, but the hard thing with that logistically is that he wants to use the movement data from her 3D movement, so that instead of just like triggering emotes on the human body, she's controlling the human body the way that she'd control a human body. However, there are added complications of the fact that in VR, she floats, she lifts herself off the ground, and she puts herself in all kinds of positions that she couldn't actually balance in, right? Probably not even sitting. And for something that expensive, this is rather risky. So, you know, we played with the idea of balancing in terms of her legs and then letting her upper body do whatever she wants while she's not walking, while she's standing, and then her upper body can't do anything while she's walking, and then once she is standing, she can do things with her upper body again. And we would just be accepting basically that OSC data, but it doesn't quite work that way. At least in simulation, she still falls over all the freaking time. So we could make her a harness, and we could have her in a padded room, and at this point, how are we gonna stream it? At this point, I basically have to be using it in the room of the place where I would be borrowing it, which would be a little bit doxing. So there is challenge in that. Decoder 3D movement again? Well, that's not really how that works. In a padded room. Yeah, rats. Neuro would be a leash kid. I was a leash kid. Careful what you say about leash kids. I was a leash kid. So yeah, no, I don't know. I think it would be super fun. Well, the thing about making it a con event is that the options for things to go wrong are just crazy high, right? Like, if something breaks and I'm streaming, you stop the stream. If something breaks and we're at a con, people paid to see it, and now they don't get to see it. Things get moved around in cons all the time. Things like the Wi-Fi will be broken. You know, oh, we have to change this at the last minute. You're actually going to be in here. It's a lot to coordinate for a con, and I would be... You can't just say you're a leash kid without elaborating. I had a leash. What do you want from me? I had a bracelet, and it had a leash on it. She should be a padded robot. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like Big Hero 6. Oh my gosh. You need to contact your local psych ward for a stream. Oh, I mean, VTubers need to do that anyway, man.